Hey, what's going on, everybody here inside the Elite Marketing Pro community? Super excited to be with you. My name is Whit, and again, really excited to be with you guys today to share some awesome content of things that me and my wife, Carrie, use inside of our business that's going to help you focus more, and hopefully with this focus going to generate more leads and avoid the pitfalls that a lot of people have inside their business. So as people are jumping on, please comment who you are, where you're from. I want to welcome you to today's Daily Dose of Awesome, hashtag ddoa. Super excited to be with you guys today. And again, if you're going to be jumping on with me and it's live, comment who you are, where you're from, let me know where you're coming in from. And if it's not live, just comment hashtag replay, let me know that you guys were able to catch the replay, get the value, and that you guys are moving your business forward. So real quick, Amanda, what's going on? Chuck, Central Illinois, love it, guys. But I'm really excited to share the content that I've kind of come up with today, and it's going to be based off of some of the stuff that me and Carrie have maybe shared before on other Daily Dose of Awesome. But I'm going to really break down this one concept for a lot of people, because like I said in the description above for this Daily Dose of Awesome, history does repeat itself, and it tends to repeat itself in our businesses on a frequent basis, probably more than normal or natural history. But how many of you guys have got information overload, or how many of you guys have felt like you're going down the right path and then all of a sudden you fall off the path and you feel like there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of things going on, you don't feel like you can focus? How many of you guys have ever felt like that or are currently feeling like that right now inside your business? Okay, if you have doing that, just drop a me down below or a yes. We got some yeses here. Amanda, you felt that, and maybe you're feeling it right now. But guys, this is a natural feeling to have, and being an entrepreneur, chances are you're not going to be able to avoid this completely, but there are definitely some steps that you can take to eliminate that as much as possible. Squirrel, totally, and it happens all the time. And even for myself, I'm still trying to master this concept of really staying focused on task with things that I got going on. But the reason that this happens is, how many of you guys have ever felt information overload, where you feel the reason, and I guess let me ask you this, if you guys feel that way right now, what do you feel like was the main cause of this, that you guys felt like you were having a squirrel moment, or that you couldn't focus, or that you felt like you just had so much information? What was the main reason? Okay, and I want you guys to type that down below. Let me know, because a lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to give you 3 simple things that you need to follow on a daily basis. And inside these simple things, there's going to be a lot to do. But if you can categorize and label everything that you're taking on right now and fit it into these 3 things, you will always know that you are on the right track. Okay? Veronica, what's going on? Chuck said he was like that before he went elevation. Love it. Michael, what's going on, brother? But guys, so what I want you to do is drop me a comment down below if you guys have ever got to a point in your business where you're frustrated, or that you felt like, man, I don't know where to go from here. Okay? And if that is you, just comment what it is that you felt was the reason that you had that feeling, or whatever it may be. And a lot of the times it's just the space between our ears that's causing this to happen. But a lot of people just want that structure. Okay, so many options that work: Facebook, LinkedIn, group, pages, ads, blogs, etc. Juggling too many things. Love it. And I love that you said that, Amanda, because what I'm going to give you guys today is 3 simple things. And in these 3 simple things, there's going to be a lot to do inside these 3 simple things. But with everything that you have going on, whether it be information overload, or that you feel like, man, I got to go and do LinkedIn, or I got to go do Facebook, or I got to do groups or pages and ads and stuff like that, you'll be able to label this in this structure that I'm going to show you, and then you'll be able to prioritize the things that you need to work on first. Okay? Yes, right now I'm learning a lot of new stuff and I am not familiar with, and I have some limiting beliefs. Oh, totally. And that's going to be a normal thing that's going to happen. And so hopefully what I'm going to share with you guys today, and I'm going to ask you some questions along the way. Let's see here. Veronica, yes. And those moments, so many things to learn, so many things to implement, and no time to do them all. Exactly. So again, what I'm going to share with you guys is a structure that you need to follow. And inside this simple structure, you guys will be able to place the things that you are doing and then prioritize them. And guys, some things are always going to feel like, man, I need to do these more than others. What I want you guys to learn is how to put your thumb on one thing, get really good at that, and then move on and put your thumb on another thing and move on and make sure that happens, okay? So a lot of the times me and Carrie, and a lot of you guys, if you've been a part of the Elevation program, and for those of you that don't know what the Elevation program is, inside the Elite Marketing Pro community, definitely, obviously, move through that process of getting in contact with a coach, getting information that you need that you can move forward and get that information about what that is. But Julie, I totally agree. Me and Carrie would feel like we both could use a twin in this. Okay, so if you guys want to know what this system is, just comment a me down below, so that way I can dive right into this content. But a lot of the times, and me and Carrie have shared this in the past, where we talk about growing, engaging, and promoting, okay? And a lot of the times we're very, very vague on that. What does growing mean? What does engaging mean? What does promoting mean? And how do I do all things? And where do I prioritize my time in growing, engaging, and promoting? Okay, awesome. Me's. We got some me's going on. Love it, love it, love it. And this is something that me and Carrie really focus on a daily basis, is growing, engaging, and promoting. And so let's talk about growing just for a minute, because I want to really elaborate and I want to give you guys a structure that you can implement. So as you guys are taking actions or you're absorbing new information, you can label these things and you can put them into a category that fits into these three things that are going to always help your business drive forward. Because I promise you, growing every day, engaging every day, and promoting every day is something that's always going to move your business forward. They are volume producing activities if we do them the right way. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking is, well, how do I promote on a daily basis? Okay, and so I'm going to go over a few things with each one of these that hopefully is going to give some clarification for you guys. Dale, what's going on? Joy, thanks for hopping on. So let's talk about growing for a minute, okay? And so I know there's a lot of different people here inside the Elite Marketing Pro community that are using different strategies. Some of you are using Facebook advertising, okay? Maybe a lot of you are using Facebook advertising as a tool to grow your audience, okay? And that's what I'm talking about when I talk about growing, is growing your following of people and building that know, like, and trust factor. Okay, so Facebook advertising is a tool that EMP obviously teaches here inside the community on really how to use Facebook advertising as a tool to grow a specific audience of people that know, like, and trust you. Okay, for those of you that don't want to use Facebook advertising, you're going to have to take a more basic approach to attraction marketing. And all attraction marketing is, in my opinion, if I could define attraction marketing, is leading with value and education to build a following of people that know, like, and trust you. So, for example, using a personal profile page to grow a following of people. And I want you to understand that this is totally possible. For those that don't know how to use Facebook advertising or have no idea even where to start with that, a personal profile page is a great way to start growing using the basic principle of attraction marketing by leading with value and education. Okay, and when I talk about growing on a personal page, you have to have a very specific daily mode of operation in growing that audience. Meaning that you're not just randomly hitting the friend request and sending out 1 million friend requests over time, but getting very intentional with going into people's profiles, checking them out, seeing who they are. Is this somebody that's like-minded like me? Are they sharing similar content? And guys, I promise you, as you start to do this, you will start attracting and noticing similar people that are doing similar things that you're going to connect with the right mind of people. Okay, and so that is one of the ways that I grow on a daily basis. Is me and Carrie have a daily mode of operation that we teach our teams that they need to be doing on a daily basis in connecting with new people. So with Facebook ads, let's talk about Facebook ads. What are some very important key factors of getting really good at growing with Facebook ads? Okay, a Facebook ad isn't just for getting an ad up and going, throwing it out there, hoping that we generate leads and sales, but getting very specific in how we put that ad together. So some very specific things that you need to know about Facebook advertising is number one, how to actually get one going. Okay, how to actually structure one the right way to actually put it out there in front of very specific targeted people that is going to get you some results. Okay, and that takes time. So there's going to be things that you need to focus on, and how do I get better at this? How do I get better at that? Okay, but the main point of this is Facebook advertising, or is growing on a personal profile, my daily mode of operation, does that fit in the growing category? Okay, because what a lot of people do when they're growing, they're like, man, I could be using LinkedIn, I could be using Facebook, I could be using groups, I could be using this and this and this. Yes. Okay, but right now, what is one thing that you're going to start focusing on? And that's what I want you guys to do. So for those of you that feel like, man, I could be doing groups, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be doing this, I want you to put your thumb on one thing, and I want you to comment that one thing down below for me right now in growing your audience. What is the one thing that you're going to focus on that's going to be a tool for you to grow your audience? And I want you guys to comment that down below right now. Okay, so drop me a comment. What is that one thing that you're going to focus on? So that way you can eliminate everything else that you could be doing, but you could say, okay, cool, this is where I'm going to start. Okay, because if you guys can get to that point of saying, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to put my thumb on this one thing, that is going to help you eliminate all the noise that's going to, okay, build a group. Michael, you're going to build a group. Awesome, cool. Let's build a group. Okay, I'm going to go and get that started. And you can work out, okay, what do I need to do next? If I'm going to build a group, what is the next thing that I need to do? Okay, I need to create the group. Okay, what's the next thing I need to do? You can start to break that down. Facebook personal profile. Okay, cool, good. Amanda, group, awesome. Working in Facebook right now. Okay, awesome. What specifically, Joy, in Facebook are you working right now? Okay, but just saying working in Facebook, that can be a lot of different things. Joy, I want you to put your thumb on one thing. Okay, so can you use a combination of both? Absolutely. Okay, but you need to prioritize the things in growing your business. Okay, that's going to give you the most. That's going to give you the most effective strategy to growing your audience of people. So the cool thing about Facebook advertising is when you get a Facebook ad up and running, you've got to let it at least run to get some information, some data and stuff like that. So once you get that up and going, you can focus on another piece of your business in the growing sector. Okay, and I want you guys to split your business up into these three categories: growing, engaging, and promoting. Because if you guys can be doing this, this is going to be volume producing activity. Okay, let's see here, a business page. Okay, cool. What about your business page, Pamela? What are you going to specifically do with your business page? Are you going to get a likes campaign going? What specifically about your business? Can you see what I'm doing here? There's a lot of generality, and there's a lot of people just being general with, oh, I'm going to work on my business page. Well, what specifically about your business page? Okay, are you going to grow your audience using a likes campaign? What are you going to do on that? Okay, growing, engaging, and promoting. Awesome, love it. And so hopefully what you guys are seeing I'm doing here is I have two ways that I can grow. There's a million ways that you can grow on Facebook, but I'm selecting things that are going to make the most with the information that I have right now, and I'm putting them in that category. So that way I can eliminate a lot of the noise of confusion and all the other things, and I'm putting my thumb on one thing that's going to help me start growing my business. Okay, ads. Okay, cool. You're going to do ads. And Pamela, I want you to even break that down just a little bit more. Are you going to do a likes campaign, or what type of ad are you going to do? See, I'm getting you to break this down even more, so that way we're not being general, because when we're general, in the terminology that we use, we don't put an actual label on it, and we confuse ourselves of where we should start. Okay, so the next thing is engaging. So I'm just going to use, again, the example of a personal profile page versus advertising. Okay, because I think there are two really great ways to connect with people, because when you have a daily mode of operation for your personal page, where you're connecting with new people on a daily basis that way, that strategy could be led into LinkedIn, to groups, to anything like that. And so having that daily mode of operation is going to be good there. Facebook advertising, the same thing. It can flow over to other platforms. But again, I want you to get good at prioritizing and saying, cool, yes, LinkedIn and all that stuff's out there. What's going to make sense for me right now with the information that I have to start right now? Okay, and I want you guys to break it down. Angeline, awesome. Likes campaign. Pamela, like campaign. Cool. That's where you guys are starting. Love it. Okay, so engagement. Okay, and I have my notes right here, guys, so if I keep looking and stuff like that. And how many of you guys have gotten value out of this so far? Of just learning how to put something into a structure and say, okay, cool, I want to grow my business on a daily basis. Is this activity a part of the growing activity in growing my business or growing my audience? If it's not, you can eliminate that because it's not part of that category, and you can label it and put it in. If you guys have gotten value out of that so far, just let me know. Drop a value down below if this is making sense for you guys. Okay, so engagement. Okay, how many of you guys have done a Facebook Live yet? Okay, how many of you guys have started to do Facebook Lives? Okay, if you have not started to do Facebook Lives, guys, 85% of Facebook's content right now on Facebook are video. Okay, which means that there is a huge advantage to being consistent in Facebook Lives. Now, when I say, have you done a Facebook Live, how many of you, because I've seen some people, yep, I've done Facebook Lives. Now the question I'm going to ask you guys is how many of you have been consistent with your Facebook Lives? Okay, how many of you guys have a set, consistent system in engagement with your Facebook Lives? Okay, where you're going live and you're engaging with those people on your Facebook Lives. Okay, because again, I want you to get in the mindset of, is this activity a part of the growing activity? Is this activity a part of the engagement activity? Or is this a part of the promoting activity? And if it's not fitting into any of those three categories, then I want you to eliminate it for now. Shelve it just for a minute, and you can come back to that later once you start to work on this. Nope, working on that consistency though. Okay, so Michael, sporadic. Amanda, nope. Okay, cool, awesome. So now, what is one thing that you guys can put your thumb on that's going to help you with your engagement part? So for Michael, for let's see here, for Amanda, what is one thing that you guys can do? What one thing that you guys can put your thumb on that's going to help you in the engagement side of things? Okay. Adrian, I know that you've been consistent. I've seen your Facebook Lives a lot. So, and it's crazy the amount of engagement that she's got from when she first started to what she's doing now and the conversations that are happening. Set a date and time for Facebook Lives. Awesome. Once a week, working up to 3 a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Angeline, when is that 1 day a week? Okay, I want you to comment, what is that 1 day a week here? Okay, just to keep you on target. Commit to 2 Facebook Lives a week in the group and schedule them. Okay, cool. Amanda, what is that schedule? I want you to comment that schedule. Again, what I'm getting you guys to do is be very, very specific and intentional, not just saying things, but being very intentional with setting times, with setting things that you're going to do, and you're categorizing it into the engagement section. Okay, can you see what I'm doing here? Like, hopefully you guys are getting value out of this, because again, when we generalize things, that's where a lot of confusion comes into play, because we're not intentional with it when we're just general and saying, oh, I'm going to do a Facebook Live once a week. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. But when is that once a week? What is the day? What is the time? Be intentional with everything that you're doing. Okay, another thing about engaging. Okay, getting good at recognizing. So when you have these Facebook Lives and you're getting your business page, you're running ads or whatever that may be, you're recognizing the regular people that are commenting and liking your stuff. Okay, you're starting to notice that you're getting regulars that love your stuff, that start commenting on your stuff. That is a great way to start engaging these individuals and asking them questions about what it is that they like about what you're sharing. Starting conversation with people, engaging with people on a daily basis. Okay, thanks. Fridays, okay. And Amanda, I want to see what your commitment is to your 2 Facebook Lives a week in time. Have to be intentional. Love it. Be intentional with everything that you do. Okay, and then let's see here. And then the next piece of this engagement side of it, guys, is that as you're doing Facebook Lives, engaging with people. So from a Facebook ad side of things, you're going to get people that comment, that are asking for more info. On a Facebook ad, you can get very, very specific in how you want that engagement to happen with a call to action that you have. On a personal page or on a business page where you're just doing posts and you're doing Facebook Lives and you're doing posts to create curiosity, you can still get very specific in how you want that engagement to happen. Asking for more information, comment this, comment that, drop me an emoji down below. Get very intentional with how you want people to engage with you. But through a Facebook Live, the great thing about Facebook Lives, guys, is you can kill a lot of birds with one stone by delivering valuable content, creating curiosity, engaging with people as you're live, and then taking that conversation to Facebook Messenger. Okay, for a lot of you guys, like if you're using a personal page or whatever, Even on my advertising, guys, I try to take my conversations that I'm having one-on-one with people to Facebook Messenger as quick as I possibly can, because that's where I get to know where their desires, their struggles, their wants, and all of that stuff. I can figure out what it is that they're looking for and what I have to offer them. Okay, and it's a great way to continue to build that engagement and stuff like that. Okay, so again, when it comes to the growing, when you're trying to figure out what it is that you need to do, when it comes to, you need to be focusing on growing, engaging, and promoting on a daily basis. This is a daily mode of operation I'm giving you right now. So when you're taking action, is what you're taking action on helping you grow on a daily basis? Is it helping you engage on a daily basis? And now let's talk about promoting. Okay, because the hardest thing about promoting, guys, especially if you're using a personal page and you're kind of growing more organically, is that you don't want to come off as the spammer, right? You don't want to just be sending links out. But I promise you, on a personal page, if you're growing on a daily basis, you have a daily mode of operation to grow on a daily basis, engage with people on a daily basis, you will end up promoting on a daily basis, because you'll have so many conversations happening that you're going to be able to be conversing with people about your opportunity, about your product, or whatever that may be on a daily basis if you're growing, engaging on a daily basis, if you have that daily mode of operation. When it comes to promoting, you will have those conversations happening. Now, give yourself some time to build up to that, to build the pipeline, to build the flow of people. But I promise you the day will come where you will be having those promoting conversations a lot more if you're just using a personal profile page. Now with advertising, the great thing about advertising is that you can kind of kill a lot of birds with one stone, because you can be growing on a daily basis. You're engaging with people because you're sending them the content to engage with. And then you're also always promoting on a daily basis by leading with valuable content. So guys, I want you to ask yourself right now, is there something right now, and if you guys know off of the top of your head of something that you're doing that you don't necessarily need to be focusing on, that fit into these three categories? Okay, because if you're doing a lot of things that don't fit into these three categories, what I want you to do is I want you to shelve it for now, and I want you to focus on the behaviors that are going to get you to where you want to be. Okay, so growing can be running a Facebook ad, can be building your fan page, running a likes campaign, can be taking over your list or getting your website set up or whatever. Growing on your personal page, it could be, you're connecting with new people on a daily basis, Facebook Lives and doing stuff like that, connecting with more people in different groups that you're a part of, but being very intentional with who you're connecting with. Okay, engaging, Facebook Lives, doing Facebook Lives on a weekly basis and stuff like that. Okay, guys, these are the things that you need to decipher as you're having a whole bunch of information come in. Ask yourself, where does this information fit in my structure in growing, engaging, and promoting? Because if you can do that, Amanda, taking over my list and filling my blog. Okay, Amanda, what does that fall under? What would taking over my list and filling my blog fall under? Okay, is filling my blog something right now that you absolutely need to be doing if you already have content there? Okay, maybe it's just focusing on taking your list. So again, I want you to get very specific on tasks, not having a million different things that you need to be working on, because there's always going to be a million different things that you can work on, but putting your thumb on one thing, getting it taken care of, or getting it to a point where either you can only get it to a certain point, and if you're waiting on somebody else, obviously you're going to have to wait on that person. But getting it to a point where you can say, boom, that's the distraction right now. I'm not ready for those. Okay, cool. Awesome. So you see what Amanda just did right there. And earlier it was commented that, man, I could do Facebook groups, I could do LinkedIn, I could do Facebook Lives, I could do this, I could do that, I could do... Amanda just identified these are the distractions right now. And Amanda, we've kind of already put a thumb on one thing that you could be focusing on, correct? This is the cool thing about having this structure, guys. Okay? Does it fall under the growing category? Does it fall under the engagement category? Does it fall under the promoting category? If it doesn't fall under these things, evaluate it and say, is this something that is distracting me right now of something that's not going to be a money producing activity or a building producing activity? If not, shelve it for now and then come back to it later when you've taken care of the other things that are in priority. Okay, so hopefully you guys have gotten value out of this so far in me breaking down growing, engaging, promoting to help you guys eliminate, again, Let's not let history repeat itself in getting confused. Okay, and I know it's something that's going to happen, but what you guys need to get really good at is labeling things and where they're supposed to go and prioritizing those things with those labels in what you need to be working on right now. Okay, so because guys, I promise you, you're going to get a whole bunch more training that's always going to happen, and it's going to be that shiny object that's going to pull you away. But if it doesn't fall under what you're doing right now in these 3 simple things, and if it does fall under that, but you're already doing something else, finish the thing that you're doing right now, and then move on to that other thing that can be a part of the growing, engaging, and promoting. Okay, so did you guys get value out of this? Let me know if this made sense for you guys, if this is something that you can take and apply to your business right now. And let me know if you guys got clarification. Just comment clarity down below, or comment clear. Comment clear down below, so that way I know that you guys have gotten some clarification of eliminating the distractions and all the information that's going to happen, where you can focus on the most important things of growing, engaging, promoting, which is going to be money producing activities and volume producing activities. Michael, absolutely clear. Veronica, clear. Awesome. Amanda, clear. Awesome. Focus. Okay, Tom threw it in there. Chuck, clear. Awesome. Guys, it's been absolutely awesome hanging out with you guys today. So take this information and evaluate your business today and say, okay, cool. Are there things that are happening right now in my business that are distracting me, that aren't helping me grow, engage, promote on a daily basis? Okay. Nick, thank you from a newbie. Clear and value. Love it. Awesome, Nick. Thanks for giving me that. CC, great tips. Awesome. This was great, breaking things down and focusing on mastering at least one skill, prioritizing and focus on income producing. Yes, clarity, clear. And guys, I think we had some big breakthroughs here where people were being very general in saying things, but getting them to really get specific and intentional with everything that you do. And that's another question I want you guys to ask yourselves all the time. When I'm doing something, am I being intentional with it, or am I just kind of going through the motions? Get intentional with everything that you do, and I promise you, like, there's going to be some amazing things that happen when in how you think of your business. It's not going to feel as chaotic because you're being intentional with specific things that you're doing in your business. So guys, it's been awesome hanging out with you guys. Angeline, Joy, Dwayne, Cece, Nick, Pamela, Adrian, Amanda, thank you for all your comments. Michael, same. Guys, it's been absolutely Chuck. It's been absolutely awesome hanging out with you guys today. And again, if you've gotten value out of this, don't be afraid to share this with your communities as well. Get this value out there, because I guarantee there's a lot of people inside your community that could probably hear the exact same thing in the content that you guys are learning here. So, guys, absolutely love hanging out with you guys. Be on the lookout. Daily Dose of Awesome is going to be live again on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So be on the lookout for that. And if you guys have not turned on your notifications yet for these Facebook Lives, turn on your notifications right now, so that way you guys don't get lost when we do the Daily Dose of Awesome. Guys, have an amazing weekend. Be safe. Love you all. And we, no, don't go. Just get in here. Guess, yeah, Danielle, girl, freaking rock star. Go and watch the replay. Awesome seeing you. I'm glad that you could jump on, though. But love you guys. Talk to you guys all soon. We'll be back again next week. I think me and my wife have a daily dose next week. But have a great weekend, guys. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon.